gonzo. Got your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give a nah flex. While you dare look in the best, feel to get up in your chest while I soak up my success, getting tokens for your stress. I'll be making all the checks anytime you see me step on a stage, acting real soft like my skin coming beige. Gonna step out and with him, girl, you fake. Try to get it out, what you hands on, you ain't dance on. Tell your boyfriend, go and put your pants on. Damn, the best friend, she went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting, I'm gonzo. Headed where the homie live, cause it's on yo.
Now, this great venue has hosted some memorable playoff games over the years, and these Bear fans are hoping to make some new memories today at Soldier Field in Chicago. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Chicago Bears. The fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. We're just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Running the counter, Patterson. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll look to throw here. He's got a man, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 39 that time.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. First and 10, it's Patterson. And some space here. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. On first down, he'll drop to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 12-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
Running left, here's Patterson. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Falcons are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. From the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Uncorks one for Davis. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
52 blaster. 6, mega. Ready?
Looking to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, Patterson. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
3rd down, here's Patterson. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Fields. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Straight ahead, Patterson. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go, back. Right, 97. Yellow, line.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. To about the 26 here.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're just trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you come around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not,
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Patterson running between the tackles, and he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they're able to come away with the interception, Charles. They aren't able to move the ball all that much. However, they do get 3 out of it with a field goal.
Yeah, and anytime you do force a turnover, you have to come out of it with points. Everybody wants 6. They'll take the 3 there. Now it's their opportunity to do it again.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Well, a decent little gain puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Fields on 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. That's Curtis. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Penny, the 1st down carry. And some room to maneuver. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Play action. It's Fields. And his throw here's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Fields. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. A right side run with Patterson. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 50 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. They'll go again with Patterson. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps. And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
Black Ultra. Ready?
Back to throw here. And this one is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. On the return is Jones. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. He'll get this up to about the 44.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Alan Lazard, 56 yards. And the Bears are back within a score. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And it's now 13-7. Kick it away after the touchdown.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. But now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. 58 yards on the ground for him so far.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
Striker, 3-3. Right through. Ball red. Blue, go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. That's complete to Lazard. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. 1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On play action, Fields. And that is caught. It's Davis. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That goes for a gain of 31.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. To throw is Fields. Right back to Davis. It's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. McCann's kick is good. And that will do it for this 1st half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. 2nd half action back underway. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he won't quite make it to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Off play action, Fields. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On second down, Montgomery. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now it's Fields. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
They'll run for it with Penny. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They keep it with Penny on 1st down. And he'll work down inside the 45. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 44, Fields. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Montgomery back to the ground. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney from 4 yards out. And the Bears have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there.
Touchdown, Falcons! They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Extra point right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth. And who's going to make the play that changes that? That maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
1 quarter remains. Saints for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Penny up the middle, and he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Out of the gun, Fields. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Fields. Buying time to his left. That's complete to Mooney. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run with Penny. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Fields. He'll get this out wide to Penny. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The Bears on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Fields now to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
McCann's kick up and good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. He had to force the field goal.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, 4th quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Here's Jones on the return. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have any options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Fields. And a throw there going to be incomplete. The defense did their job. Fourth quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at him from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Stopped on the play by Jaquan Brisker.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Okay, break. Hustle.
2nd and 9 now. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. A tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Second and 9.
Right, 97. Set.
Here's Patterson again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give him the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there? Because I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
Here we go.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. They'll set up to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Jones on the return. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 76 yards rushing for him now to this point. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Fields. He's got Mooney, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 11 yards for number 11.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Inside handoff, Penny. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Stop made by Marlon Davidson.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Five yards remain on 2nd down. From the gun, a give to Penny. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
A handoff to Penny. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. That's quickly out wide to Davis. And he's going to get this down near the 25. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This would put them in the NFC title game. And he got it. The kick is good. He splits the uprights. And in doing so,